What's up, everybody? This is Dwayne Roberts, and I am coming to you live from Destin, Florida. And I am so excited about tonight's call, mainly because I'm going to give you a thought process, a way of maybe thinking differently that's going to help you get different results. All right. So today is all about learning how to make $10,000 from the comfort of your couch without even showing any real estate. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we jump into the call tonight, I'm going to give a few minutes for people to jump on this call. So if you're live right now, go ahead and let me know where you are calling from. So go ahead and put in the comments where you're calling from. All right. A little bit of group participation here before we get started. That'd be awesome. We got 14 people on the live right now. So I just kind of want to know, put down in the comments right now what state you're from, where you're from, and what real estate company you're with. What's up, Holly? Nice to see you on the call. Freeport, Florida. Lori Logue's on the call today. That's fantastic. Georgia, Florida. Looks like Florida represented. Port St. Lucie, Florida again. Naples, Florida. Heck, we've got a bunch of darn Florida agents in the group. Welcome, 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 guys. So I am so excited to be able to get into tonight's call. But again, I am going to give a couple more minutes for people to kind of flood in here. Brandon, Florida. Holly's with EXP. Great choice, great choice. What company are you guys with? Are you with an independent brokerage? Are you with a national firm like KW? MVP Realty Associates. I've actually heard of that company. Toronto, Canada. Canada in the house. Fathom Realty. All right. I'm excited. So listen, if you guys want to see the money, put in the comments right now, show me the money. Show me the money, because you guys aren't excited about this. I'm not going to be excited about it because I already know this information. If you want this information, I get a little encouragement on this end. You guys know how hard it is to do Facebook Live with no interaction? What do you got? Show me the money. I'm going to show you how you can sit back behind your computer and make $10,000 per month and never leave your darn couch. Now, before I get into that, I want to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of substance to kind of hold on to, a little bit of our backstory, if you will. I've had a lot of people reach out to us within the last couple of weeks and like, hey, why are you guys coaching? If you're as successful doing what you do, then why are you guys coaching? And that's a fair question. So we've actually put together a presentation that kind of explains where we were, where we're at now, where we're going, and how we've been helping agents. So if you guys are excited to see that, let me know. Just put it in the comments right now. Just type in excited, jacked up. Show me the money. What do you want to see? I want to be able to show you this so you guys have some framework. And then after I kind of show you where we were, where we're going, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you guys how you can implement what I taught and apply it to your business directly. So you can not 5X, I'm talking about 10X your business, right? So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get going here. Let me go ahead and share this presentation that I have. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to see how we can implement this into your business, into your city to make you top of the mind awareness. Because you know, when you get market share, you get market share when you have mind share. All right, guys, here we go. Hey, Mr. Dwayne Rock. Hold on one second. Make sure we get the audio sharing here. I don't think the audio was sharing. There we go. Roberts, and I want to show you how the A2R method is the new way to get buyer and seller leads from Facebook without being a techie or even spending a dime on advertising. But before we go any further in this presentation, I want to show you some social proof so you know that you're not wasting your time and listening to someone who's just full of it. So here's some testimonials from other agents that I've been able to help.
As soon as we scheduled my post, I started getting leads instantly. I've been set up now probably since Wednesday of last week, so less than a week. And I'm at about 86 leads.
There is no comparison to the product that Dwayne Roberts has to offer. From the moment he got me set up, I kid you not.
Hold on, we're having a little bit technical difficulties here. Let's do that. Take number 2. I don't think it was sharing the right screen. I apologize there for that, guys.
We're looking at leads coming in within, 27 leads in 1 hour, if I'm not mistaken? And it has been nonstop. The phone does not stop at all. This is an actual program that, blows any other programs away. I've been like a prayer that has been answered, because all I've been doing is praying because of all the stuff that's happening right now.
Within the first 4 days, I received 97 leads.
Basically, in the last 24 hours, I have gotten over 200. I think we're at 247, 243, somewhere along in there, leads of people who are booking on the calendar for a home buyer consultation.
You have figured out how to save me more than $100,000 in a system that I would need in order to do what I always wanted to do, which is continuously send leads across the country right from the beach.
I went from mediocre, trying to find leads, but once I started started this program, it has taken off full throttle. I can't keep up with the leads. Other realtors are calling me and saying, hey, what's this thing you have going on? And it's just awesome. And I'm looking to do over 6 figures this year with that.
And this bot has been a huge game changer. What you've done for me in the last 4 months has changed my life. It was like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. Damn you, Dwayne. But thank you.
The program is absolutely amazing. I started on New Year's Eve, so day before yesterday, and I've gotten over 100 leads already. I had 70 in the first 12 hours.
Guys, this isn't just about me. It's about all these amazing people that I've been able to help to get the same type of results. Assad said that MDA is the best marketing platform for realtors. Dwayne Roberts is just not any other marketer. He is a beast. I highly recommend working with him and get on MDA. Trina said MDA has not only helped me get tons of leads fast, but how to convert them, and I definitely recommend you make the investment. Chris said Dwayne Roberts and his platform MDA system has taken a lot of guesswork out of finding and building a pipeline of leads, which is the #1 goal of every realtor. It has helped me and my business tremendously, and with Dwayne by our side, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. Pat said, I have been in many facets of the housing industry in the last 30 years. I've been selling for the last 19. I have never quite seen anything quite like this. And Michelle said, in my 13 years of real estate, I have tried so many things that promise results that have fallen short. So naturally, I was skeptical, but then I stumbled across MDA, and man, I'm glad that I did. This way of marketing has people coming to you. I've had so many conversations with people about real estate in the past 3 months that I've been using this program that I had in the past year. And more importantly, the support and training is top notch. No question goes unanswered. Dwayne Roberts has proven to me that he is here to help me grow my business. Could not be happier with the decision to join. Make the investment. You'll be happy you did. And the list, it goes on and on. Now, I'm not here to brag, but I could spend hours with screenshots just like this, but I'm not going to waste any more screen time. I just wanted to set the stage to begin with that if you're looking for leads or a place to grow a team, you are definitely in the right place. The name of this presentation is How to Overflow Your Inbox with Buyer and Seller Leads that will force you to build a team as your personal ATM machine. But before I go any further, I want to cover who will get the most out of this training. This class is for any real estate agent that wants to get more buyer and seller leads for themselves to close more transactions, or wants to feed a team of buyer reps that will close leads for them like their personal ATM machine. Now, there's no doubt that you've tried to get leads online in the past, but let me tell you why this is different. If you've struggled with getting real estate leads in the past, it's not your fault, because there's so much information around that it's easy to get confused. I want to put your fears to rest, because what you're going to learn today is different. What's held you back is thinking that you had to be a broker to make money off other agents, or that you had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in lead generation. But all of that is a big lie. After this webinar, you will know a blueprint, a step-by-step approach to taking your real estate career to the next level. Now, you want to make sure that you have no distractions. You want to make sure that you turn off your cell phone. Don't be surfing Facebook, because the next 60 minutes or so could literally change your life if you let it. At this point, I'm sure you're wondering, who is Dwayne Roberts and why I'm qualified to teach this class? I'll make this short and painless. I was a complete nerd in high school, never went to college. I grew up as a military dependent. I traveled to and from Germany the vast majority of my life. I started in this industry as a mortgage loan officer. I got licensed as a realtor in 2003. I opened my own mortgage, real estate, title, and insurance office. I developed a unique way to capturing buyer and seller leads and fed an entire army of agents underneath me. My system has been featured on NBC, ABC, CBS, and Fox for my unique approach, but I'm not going to waste any slide time on that, because I'm sure you can just Google to see the write-ups. And Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and I'm a family man. In fact, this is my family. This is my beautiful wife, Amanda, who's also an agent, and our 4 boys, Travis, Zach, Tyler, and Brandon. Now, I wanted to make one thing clear before I go any further. I'm not just another internet guru that is offering a course on lead gen. There are tons of free videos on YouTube from every digital marketer out there to capitalize on real estate agents. But the truth is that they have absolutely no experience in this field. You see, getting the lead and then taking that lead from a form to the closing table is an art form. And I hate to say it, but if you've never picked up a paintbrush, you're not going to get happy little clients, as Bob Ross may say. You have to have systems, you have to have experience, and you have to have processes. Think McDonald's. McDonald's isn't about hamburgers, it's about the system. The way a burger is made here in the US is the exact same way it's made in China, the same way in Europe, and the same way in Africa. You get the idea. That's why people invest a minimum of $1 million for their set of golden arches. It's for the systems and a proven concept. What you're going to learn today in this presentation is a behind-the-scenes look at owning your own set of golden arches for real estate. But I didn't always close 75 to 100 deals per year. I started out like every other agent. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory on where I came from so you know how I got here. When I first started in real estate, I quickly realized that real estate school didn't properly prepare me on how to do this business. Maybe you can relate. But I felt that I was only prepared enough to pass the test. So I dumped thousands of dollars into school and licensing, only to realize that without clients, I wasn't going to make any money. So I did what every other agent does when they first start. I started with my warm market. I know I talked to every single relative I had. I made 100% sure that everyone at church knew that I was a realtor. But that quickly led to burnout, because there's only so many people I can talk to. I found myself needing leads, so I made the same mistake that many other agents have made, and I turned to the almighty Zillow to solve my problems. I learned the hard way that those leads were given out to multiple agents at the same time, and that they were expensive. At one point, we were spending close to $10,000 per month to feed our team of agents, and it was getting ridiculous. Not only was it the cost per lead that could average $30 to $40 a pop, it was the conversion rate I was getting from the agents I was hiring. You know, when you're spending $10,000 per month to hand out leads to agents, you kind of expect them to call them, right? I just was not getting the ROI that I was expecting, but I still believed the model would work, so I conducted an experiment at the office. Now, don't judge me here, because what I'm about to say may be a little controversial, but I needed to really know who was trying to work their leads and who was just telling me they were working their leads. So I gave 10 agents in the office the exact same lead at the exact same time. I ran everything back to Google Voice and a Google email account that I controlled, and then I waited 7 days to review the results. Out of the 10 agents, I only had 2 agents that were even trying, and they weren't trying very hard. This whole situation made me so mad because I knew they were just wasting money and I wasn't hitting my goals. The whole reason that we opened the office was to be able to leverage other agents, but spending $10,000 per month, we were just flushing money down the toilet. I knew I was right on the edge of success and complete failure, and that what I was doing wasn't working and I had to make a change. I love the real estate business, but I kept feeling that I had a greater purpose in life. So I did some serious soul searching and realized what made me feel fulfilled was helping others. The real estate business has been so good to us and has allowed us to live the life of our dreams. But I see so many agents giving up on their hopes, their dreams, and their goals. You see, according to the National Association of Realtors, 85% of agents end up retiring their license within the first 18 months. But I am 100% convinced that the reason agents quit is not because their goals changed, it's because nobody really trained them. You see, there's an issue with the majority of the brokers out there. They operate strictly on a volume basis using the spaghetti method. For those that may not know, the spaghetti method is when you hire as many agents as you can, you throw them against the wall, and you see who sticks. And they are not training on the most important aspect of this industry, and that is lead generation. Or if they are training on this, they're using old outdated methods like knocking on doors, sending out mailers, and networking chamber meetings. But guess what? All those old school methods have been completely replaced with social media that 95% of brokers simply do not understand how to use. It's like social media is a mystery to most agents, and nobody is out there really teaching it. Do the old school methods work? Sure, they work, but why focus on building something with primitive tools when you have the social media tools that you really need that are readily available in the background? And that's when I had this massive epiphany. The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I knew that I had to change with what was currently hot right now, and that I needed to be coachable when it comes to social media, because that is the way that everything was heading. Everything changed for me in an instant once I realized that I didn't need to have my own office with all the overhead, and building a team with the spaghetti method just wasn't working. And I didn't need more leads. I needed to stop paying Zillow, and I needed to learn to get my own leads. All I really needed was to get good at social media, hire 2 good buyer reps and 1 listing rep, and a system to process leads the same way over and over again so every prospect goes through the same customer experience. They call this being the rainmaker. Opposed to all the responsibilities of running a large office, I only needed to focus on 2 key areas. Become highly proficient in lead generation and manage the leads given to my team. So I came up with a plan to make this happen. With the real estate market currently changing, my back was against the wall, so I had no choice to make this plan work, and I had 100% determination. I knew that if I didn't want our household income to only be what I produce, I had to figure 2 things out. First was how to use social media to get leads without paying companies like Zillow. And secondly, how to find and train the right types of agents to join my team. So I took massive action. I spent the next 3 years of my life digging into online real estate lead generation and conversion tactics. I took every mastermind I could find from every real estate and marketing guru out there to learn how to properly use social media to get motivated buyer and seller leads. And I invested $100,000 over a 3-year period just to get it right. A lot of the stuff that I purchased was pure junk, outdated or even non-working methods that was just being rehashed all over the internet. I know, because I tested everything. If it worked, I kept it. If it didn't, it went to the recycle bin. It's just a darn shame that it took me $100,000 to figure out what worked and what didn't. But sometimes that's what you have to do in order to accomplish the bigger goal. I was 100% determined and committed to my goals that nothing was going to stop me. Remember McDonald's? After 3 solid years of dedicating my life to real estate lead generation and conversion, I developed a system. I had a step-by-step process and what it takes to get buyer and sellers to engage with me and want to do business with me. And the best part, my system is 100% duplicatable by anyone with drive and motivation, and it will save them years of trial and error and money wasted. So far, I've been able to help over 500 agents do the exact same thing by handing them my system on a silver platter. Let me show you 2 quick case studies. The first is from Tan. She's a team leader who recently opened her office and was looking for ways to generate leads. And the second is from Tracy, who put roughly $80,000 in commission on the board in just her first 30 days.
Tan, what's happened in the last 24 hours?
So basically in the last 24 hours, I have gotten over 200, I think we're at 247, 243, somewhere along in there, leads of people who are booking on the calendar for a home buyer consultation. So we are doing them in 15-minute increments, getting them in and out. I'm having to pull in some extra lenders that I haven't used before because my lenders are swamped trying to pull them. So amazing, amazing, amazing results.
What type of lead programs have you done in the past, and how does this compare?
This compares completely different than anything I've ever done because, first of all, financially, there's not the cost associated with it. So you're spending all of this money on leads that you then have to try to convert. Definitely going to get the leads. They're going to start pouring in. Mine always pour in at night. I hardly get anything in the morning or in the middle of the day. People are working, but at night, 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock on, they start pouring in so much that you can't keep up with them.
What's your total commission going to be approximately when they all close?
Yeah, we said 80,000 on those when they all close, approximately somewhere around there. A lot of the lead generation things that I've seen or that I've done, people feel like they're clickbait or whatever, and I don't seem to be having that problem with this one. They seem to know what they're getting themselves into when they're clicking on it and answering the questions. If not, they just don't answer the questions.
Now, at this point of the presentation, I'm sure you're thinking a couple of things. 1, what is this McDonald's type system? And number 2, how can you learn it for yourself? Both of which great questions that I'm going to answer for you. But before I do, I want you just to imagine. I want you to imagine for a second. No, seriously, I want you to close your eyes for a second and just listen to the sound of my voice. How would you feel waking up every morning with 100% certainty knowing where your next commission check is coming from? How would you feel if you woke up in the morning, looked at your calendar, and you had 3 to 4 appointments from buyer or sellers who booked themselves on your calendar? How would it feel knowing that you literally have more leads coming in that you can possibly handle, that you either forced to hire a team or let the commissions fall by the wayside? Now open your eyes, because of what I'm about to tell you will change your life forever if and only if you let it. I developed 2 ways to get leads with our platform. First is with paid traffic, and the second is by using free organic methods. Each has their benefits and drawbacks. Paid traffic is going to be fast and it gives you instant results, but the drawback is that it costs money. However, using this method we teach, you can expect to receive exclusive buyer and seller leads for around $4, which sure beats $35 to $45 buying non-exclusive leads from large lead providers like Zillow and Realtor.com. Organic is slow and it requires time, but it can be accomplished in about an hour per day on average. So you either have to put in the time or pay to get fast results. Both methods work. The choice is yours. Let's say that you chose the paid method and you average $4 per lead on a $300 per month budget. You'll get about 75 leads per month. 75 leads per month for 12 months is 900 leads for the year. Your closing ratio is going to be 100% depending on your ability to convert, which we're going to talk about a little bit later on. But anyone can close 2%, so that'll be 18 closings for the year. Based on a sales price of $300,000, earning a 3% commission, that would equal $162,000 per year in gross commissions. Now, let's face a few facts here. If someone got 900 leads and they can't get 18 of them to the closing table, then they may want to consider a new line of work. Somebody forgot to tell them this is actually a sales job. A good agent will close 4% or more, which will quadruple those numbers. And worst case scenario, a brand new agent with no previous sales experience will trip over 1%. That means opposed to making $158,400, you're going to still net $79,200 after advertising cost. Do you see how powerful getting your own leads at wholesale is compared to buying leads at retail? If you bought the same 900 leads per year from companies like Zillow or Realtor.com, that could easily cost you $31,000 to $50,000. Now, who can really afford that? Nobody, and that's why we put this program together. We're giving the average agent the competitive edge they need to avoid being a statistic by equipping them with the knowledge that they need that was not taught in real estate school. Now, let's take a look at what it would take to run a team. Starting out of the gate or building up to it, let's say you increase your marketing budget to $1,500 per month. That same $1,500 is going to get you 375 leads per month. For the year, you're going to have 4,500 leads. 4,500 leads with a conservative from your team 2% close ratio will be 90 closings. 90 closings at $9,000 is $810,000. If you had your team on a 50-50 split, your cut is $405,000 minus the cost for your ads for the year. So you're going to net $387,000. And your team members, if you had 2 buyer reps, would both make around $200,000 per year. Now let me ask you a question. If you were the rainmaker and you were the one that was making it rain, giving leads, and your agents were closing transactions and they came anywhere close to $200,000 per year, do you think that they would have some loyalty? Of course they would. Now, I borrowed this quote from one of my mentors, Russell Brunson, but it's so relevant that I wanted to share it with you today. The life you want, the marriage you want, the family you want is going to be fueled by the business you build. Let me show you how to do it. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to cover 3 secrets that you need to know to go from agent to rainmaker. Secret number 1, how you can transition from agent to rainmaker in less than 30 days. Secret number 2, how you can generate leads 24/7 without having to hire or be held hostage by a tech guy. And secret number 3, how to recruit, train, and motivate a sales team that want to close transactions for you like your personal ATM machine. Now, let's talk about secret number 1, how you can transition from agent to rainmaker in less than 30 days. Everything revolves around leads. There's only 2 skill sets that you must learn to absolutely crush it in the real estate business. The first is how to attract buyer and seller leads. And the second is how to convert buyer and seller leads. When I first started learning how to do this, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. It was hard at first, but then I realized it was like baking a cake. Now, trust me when I say I'm no Martha Stewart, but if Martha Stewart was standing next to me in my kitchen and showed me exactly how much flour, yeast, and sugar to use, I could bake a cake too. I just needed the recipe and a little bit of guidance. So the first step is to learn the skill set that will set you up for the rest of your entire life. In order to be a good team leader, you have to know what you're doing, right? Before we handed you the keys to a McDonald's, you're going to have to learn how to run the fry station. So the first thing that you have to learn is how to get the leads. So during your first 30 days, you're going to learn this new skill set that will set you up for the rest of your entire life. And the cool part is you don't have to go through all the trial and error, making every mistake imaginable, because we're going to give you the exact recipe that produces buyer and seller leads like clockwork. Now, not only has this worked for me, it's worked for hundreds of students. Here's a story about Tamika. Listen to what's happened to her within her first 6 days after she took her leap of faith.
Been doing this for a long time, okay, as a broker, working teams and everything else. And when I first looked at the system, I said, well, one or 2 things is going to happen. Either it's going to work tremendously or it's not, because I pretty much have tested out everything. And the minute I opened it up and saw what steps you needed to take, I said, you have figured out how to save me more than $100,000 in a system that I would need in order to do what I always wanted to do, which is continuously send leads across the country right from the beach. I went through the steps myself, and normally I'll have an admin do it because I'm not a techie. And so I said, if this is simple and can get done, and if I can do it, then anybody can do it. And I sat there, went through those 9 steps, got to section number 9, hit a wall, and then I found the 24-hour chat button. And whoever's on the other side of that helped me right through it. So thanks for having that in place, because I know it wasn't you, because it was about 2 a.m. And it was there, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm in business now. I turned on the switch on, today is Friday, that was Saturday night.
Okay, so it's been 6 days. How many leads have you got in the last 6 days?
There are 208 and counting. And my 2 team members who I've been giving the leads to are still working new ones that are coming through right now.
You may be thinking that you need a lot of money to advertise to get leads, but actually nothing could be further from the truth. You can start as little as a $10 a day budget or choose one of our organic methods and get leads for free. The choice is yours. Now we want to talk about secret number 2, how to generate leads 24/7 without having to hire or be held hostage by a tech guy. How to generate leads is a well-guarded secret. Now, if you think about it, just like Coca-Cola keeps their secret recipe behind lock and key, big companies like Zillow and Realtor.com don't want you to know how. They want you to stay dependent upon them because that's how they make their money. Coke wants you to continue to buy Coke, and Zillow wants you to continue to buy leads. They produce leads at wholesale and then sell them to retail to 3 to 4 agents at the same time for 10 times more than they actually cost to acquire them. That is their entire business model. That's what it's based upon. Advertising to get leads only costs between $2 to $4, and then they sell the same lead for $30 to $40 to 3 to 4 agents at the same time and make anywhere between $90 to $160 per lead they generate. So doesn't it make sense just to cut out the middleman? I thought so. And that's exactly what I did and why we recommend that you do that as well. Again, you just have to know the recipe and you'll never have to pay for another lead again or hire some overpriced tech guy to do it for you. But it hasn't only worked for me, it also worked for Pat. Listen to what she has to say.
Within the first 4 days, I received 97 leads. 97. Out of those 97, there was 27 that were completely filled out with all the information that us as real estate agents could only yearn for. I was overwhelmed. I actually reached out to you and asked, I can't keep up, turn it off. For my 18 years, have ever experienced anything like what you have created here. Over the top, 97 leads. I mean, I don't know what else to say to get anybody's attention, but they really need to look in and investigate what it is that you put together, because it is quite a sophisticated system, Dwayne, and I can't thank you enough.
Now, you may be thinking that you can't learn how to do all this techie stuff in order to get leads, but actually nothing can be further from the truth. The truth is that it's very easy to do once you know how to do it. It's like riding a bike. Once you've got it, you've got it. You just need the right person to walk you through the process. This brings us to secret number 3, how you can recruit, train, and motivate a sales team that want to close transactions for you like your personal ATM machine. Let me assure you of something. Do you remember the movie Field of Dreams? The most popular line of that movie was, if you build it, they will come. Newsflash, if you did not know already, the number one problem that agents face, especially newer agents, is lead generation. They either don't know how to do it or have the money to do it. Once you build your 24/7 lead generation machine, trust me when I say that you can get agents lined up to work with you. But the secret is hiring the right type of agents. Control the leads and then figure out how to find the right types of agents, and you have literally struck gold. Here's a video from Faith, who followed her sister who got 40 leads in her first week.
It's been, really good so far. I've tried a couple of campaigns. My first one was the best so far. I think I got like 40 leads from it.
So out of the 40-some leads that you have come in so far, how many of those do you think, if you continue to follow a process, would probably get to the closing table?
I think maybe around 10.
So let's take your number and let's divide it by half. Let's say that you only had 5 that actually closed. Your average commission in your market is what, price point wise?
About 4,500, say.
Out of those 40 leads that you had in the system, and if you get 5 of them to the closing table, you said 10, but let's pretend that you only got 5. you're going to make $20,000 to $25,000. And how much did it actually cost you in ad spend in order to get those leads?
Nothing.
So you may be thinking that once you get the leads that you won't be able to get anyone to join your team, but nothing can be further from the truth. The reason people invest in McDonald's is to have a proven, reliable system. And that's the exact reason that agents are going to want to join your team, because you have a system, a process, a predictable way to get leads, which will get them closings, which will end up producing you cash like your personal ATM machine. You just have to build it, and I promise you, they will come. So let me ask you a question. If you knew the answer to secret number 1, how you can transition from agent to rainmaker in less than 30 days, and the answer to secret number 2, how you can generate leads 24/7 without having to hire or be held hostage by a tech guy, and secret number 3, how to recruit, train, and motivate a sales team that want to close transactions for you like your personal ATM machine, do you think that you can do this? Let me ask you a question. Who wants to do this now? Who wants to do this right for sure in the next 30 days? At this point, you have 2 choices. Choice number 1, figure out everything yourself just like I did. Or choice number 2, get it right by being coached and directed by someone that has already done it successfully over and over again. Let me introduce you to the Agent to Rainmaker Masterclass. The purpose of this program is to hand you on a silver platter an entire system complete to generate as many leads as you can handle, and then pass them on to agents on your team while you sit back and you rake in the cash. Think McDonald's of real estate team development. This course is broken down into 5 core modules. Let me tell you what each module is about. Module 1 is Framework Fundamentals. In this module, we're going to show you how to set up your social media profiles to create a social profile acquisition funnel. This will have buyer and sellers attracted to you and wanting to choose you as their agent, completely eliminating your competition. Next, we're going to show you how to properly set up your Facebook ad account so you're not wasting money boosting posts. Then we're going to help you set realistic goals by reverse engineering your lead number to determine how many leads per month you need to hit your income goals. Next, we're going to talk about the framework to follow up on leads to maximize your time and money spent. And finally, we're going to help you stay accountable to yourself by tracking your progress through accountability hacks. Module number 2 is the Underground Marketing Vault, which has been broken up into 2 sections. In the first section, you're going to learn the ninja methods to getting a lead to have instant rapport with you in the first 15 seconds. How to understand the median price, which is going to be the center of your marketing. How to brand yourself and also create brand awareness. How to use Facebook to capture leads. How to advertise your existing listings, and how to target for new construction, and so much more. The second part of this module, we're going to give you the actual ads that have been time tested and proven to convert on the silver platter. We're going to teach you how to get buyer and seller leads completely for free by using one of our organic growth strategies. If you've got a limited budget or limited time on your hand, then this is the module that you want to concentrate on the most. It's like baking a cake. Once you know the recipe, it's very easy. We have 7 pre-designed proven campaigns for buyers. You're going to gain access to our Buyer's Trap campaign. You're going to gain access to our Top 10 Questions campaign. You're going to get access to our FSBO campaign. We're going to give you access to our Save Thousands campaign. You're going to get access to our Stop Renting campaign. You're also going to get access to our VIP Home Buyer campaign. You're going to get access to our Zero Down campaign. In addition to those 7 buyer campaigns, we're also going to give you the exact ads that you need to attract sellers with 4 of our best performing campaigns. You're going to get our 27 secret tips of selling your house for top dollar. You're going to get access to our expensive mistakes campaign. You're also going to get access to our quick 11 tips to passing your home inspection with flying colors campaign. Next, we're going to give you our move up mistakes campaign. Altogether, that's 11 rock solid lead generating buyer and seller campaigns that you can plug in with easy to follow step-by-step instructions, paint by numbers to get the leads without spending a single dime in advertising. Now, eventually you're going to want to run Facebook ads. Now, you may be asking why, and that's a great question. Because by following our training, you're going to be so busy showing property and writing offers that you're not going to have the time that is required to keep the leads flowing. So we're going to give you the exact ads to run on Facebook. There's absolutely no guesswork involved. We know what works and what doesn't. All you have to decide is if you want to advertise for buyer or sellers, pick a campaign from our vault, and follow our step-by-step instructions and get it launched. Yes, we've made it that easy. Now, module 3 is about automation orchestration. In this module, we're going to discuss how to explode your business with the marketing power of Facebook Messenger bots. Imagine what it'd be like if you had a fully trained employee that never called in sick, did the job 100% right all the time, and if 1 week you had 100 leads come into the system, which is very easy to do, would you like to know which ones you should be concentrating on? Of course you would. This module will talk about messenger bots and how to navigate the messenger bot platform within ManyChat. Additionally, we're going to show you how to get your leads into your favorite CRM system on complete autopilot. Now, not every lead is going to be ready right now, correct? That's why it's important to have nurturing and follow-up systems in place to maximize the time and money spent on your marketing campaigns. In this module, we're going to give you the exact drip sequence for both buyer and sellers. You're going to get access to our 180-day buyer drip sequence. You can get access to our 30-day seller drip sequence. You can get access to our 90-day mortgage drip sequence. Next, we're going to give you the exact texting strategy to use for those people who don't answer the phone. We're also going to give you our proven 7-step system to turn your dead cold leads into long-term customers. Module 4 is lead conversion mastery, which is also broken up into 2 parts. We're going to teach you how to engage with them on the internet, how to get them warmed up to you and build rapport so they feel comfortable opening up to allow you to help them. Then we're going to show you a secret way to continue to nurture those buyers and sellers that aren't quite ready yet. This module alone is worth 5 times what we charge for this entire course, because lead conversion is what really makes you the money. By going through this lesson and applying the principles, you're guaranteed to get more appointments and closings. We're going to give you our role-playing blueprint manual. This will allow you to read through actual phone calls and learn firsthand how they were converted into appointments. And not only that, we're going to actually give you playbacks of live recorded phone calls so you can listen to the tone and energy of the conversation to see how they were turned into appointments. Once you have read through and listened to the leads being converted, we're going to hand to you all the scripts that you will ever need. You're going to get our foreclosure home script and our buyer conversion script. You're also going to get our not ready follow-up and our messenger welcome script. Module 5 is agent acquisition. In this module, we're going to show you how to find the right team members for your team by utilizing personality profile tests to eliminate those who are not a good fit, how to keep your team accountable, how to properly compensate them, and how to scale for infinite growth. Next, we're going to teach you how to train them and keep them accountable not only to you, but to themselves. Remember when I said there's only 2 things that you need to know in order to crush this business? The first was how to attract buyer and sellers, and the second was how to convert buyer and sellers. So let me show you some screenshots from other agents that have went through our training programs. Peggy got 2 deals approved with her lender. Robin wrote her first offer. Kat just got her first deal under contract. Victoria got her second deal under contract. Morgan closed on her 4th deal. Julie got her first deal under contract. Calvin got his first commission check. Robin closed her 4th deal. Jennifer closed 3 deals in October. Assad closed 5 deals in 1 month. Susan got her second deal under contract. Daphne got her first lender approval. Casey got 1 under contract and a second lender qualified. Kay jumped up $1.45 million in volume, and Jessica got 9 deals approved with her lender. Now, I want to go back and remind you who this class is for. It's for any real estate agent who wants to get more qualified buyer and sellers for themselves or wants to feed a team of reps that will close deals for them like a personal ATM machine. Here's what you're going to get. The full Agent to Rainmaker Masterclass, so you can have a proven system to attract buyer and seller leads at wholesale or even free by using our organic methods. This module alone has a real world value of $4,997. And I know what you may be thinking, that you're not ready to be a rainmaker or desire to manage a team. But let me tell you why that way of thinking will hold you back from success. Regardless, you want to learn the skills necessary to get wholesale leads for yourself. And then if you choose, you can transition when the time is right. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that video is the #1 tool that you should be using, not only to get leads, but to grow your brand. But the problem is that most agents are afraid of the camera because they don't know what to say, how to say it, or even what to do with the videos when they're done. That's why I decided to also include in this course our complete agent video training course, Look at everything that you're going to get. We're going to give you 75 video ideas to implement right out of the box. That way you don't have to worry about coming up with content because we've done it all for you. We're going to give you the exact strips to introduce yourself on camera as a realtor or in any retargeting campaign. We're going to give you the perfect video script to use on your Facebook page. We're going to give you a video script to get buyers and sellers to request a list of homes from you. We're going to give you a video script for engaging first-time home buyers. And we're going to give you our video script walkthrough example. So here's what you're going to get. Our Agent to Rainmaker Masterclass valued at $4,997. And now our Agent to Rainmaker video class that will give you the confidence to be on camera and provide you all the scripts that you need. Combined, this has a package value of $5,994. Now, I could easily stop there with these two items, and this course would be more than complete. But I really wanted to over-deliver on this offer. You're going to have so many leads coming in that it's going to be hard to manage without a messenger bot. So we're going to give you the Agent to Rainmaker messenger bot that will work as your personal assistant, filtering leads one by one, turning out the people that you need to be working with now and letting you know who you should be nurturing for their future. It's like having a personal assistant that you don't have to train, that never calls in sick, and sets appointments on your calendar while you're sleeping. Let me take you behind the scenes and show you exactly what I'm talking about. This student in 3 months only used organic methods and was able to get free leads, 480 of them. Now, out of those 480 leads, the bot, which would be your new personal assistant, was able to book 144 private home buyer phone consultations. Now, if this was your account, you would be averaging 2 calls per day from the people that you've never spoken with in the past. Do you think that you would be able to convert some of those? Of course you could. So with everything that we've talked about, you're going to get a total value of $6,991. Now, I really do care about your success, but you have to take a leap of faith. That's why I'm providing so much value in this package. I wanted to give you everything that you needed to be successful. Unlike real estate school that only prepares you to pass the test, I'm going to provide you every competitive advantage that you need to make all your dreams come true. It's like I'm giving you a set of golden arches and also filling your drive-through line with customers. This system can easily make any agent $100,000 a year. But that's just the beginning, because the real money is building a team and leveraging other agents' time. So when you invest today, I'm also going to include access to our Agent to Rainmaker recruitment toolbox. This is going to provide you with recruitment campaigns that you can run directly on Facebook to attract team members into your office. And when you're ready to hire them or expand your team, we're going to give you step-by-step processes to providing personality tests to weed through those agents that will be a waste of your time, so you're only choosing the exact type of agents that you need for your team. Just one right hire here will make you in excess of $75,000 per year. We're also going to provide you sample team contracts with commission split suggestions. Everything is taken care of for you in this module. So here's everything you're going to get. You're going to get our Agent to Rainmaker Masterclass that has a value of $4,997. Then you're going to get our Agent to Rainmaker video class that has a value of $997. You're going to get our bot that has a value of $997. And you're going to get our Agent to Rainmaker recruitment toolbox that has a value of $997, which brings this total package value to $7,998. But I hope it's okay that I continue to over-deliver, because I'm not stopping there. I've got some amazing bonuses that I'm included in this package as an experiment that I'm doing this week because I've never done it before. It's completely over the top good. So as the first bonus, I'm going to give you our social media calendar. What we've done is we're helping you keep your name in front of potential buyer and sellers the easy way. We have actually planned out 52 weeks of social media posts for you. This tells you what to post every single day on social media and how to brand yourself and get customer engagement so you're remaining top of the mind of wellness. Think billboard without the price tag. All you've got to do is look at your schedule, follow the instructions, choose the image we provide for you, and in a couple of clicks, you're done. We have completely taken the guesswork and mystery out of social media for you with our Agent to Rainmaker social media calendar. Just one client who engages with you will be worth an average of $4,000 to $5,000 in commissions, but you're going to get many more than that. And for our second bonus, I wanted to give you something that I wish I had when I first started. After you learn how to get leads and after you learn how to recruit agents for your team, they still need to be trained, right? Now, you're not going to provide them direct access to this course because you want to keep it a secret in how you're getting leads, right? Now, so we developed a secondary agent training portal that you can freely give to your agents, and we will train them in how to convert your leads. There's never any mention of our company, so they never know that we exist. It's like you personally spent hundreds of hours developing training content with checklists and videos all by yourself. Not only are they going to get the best lead conversion training on the internet, it's instantly created for you so you can spend more time being the rainmaker. We're going to teach you how to do this step by step by step to have these agents closing transactions for you like your personal ATM machine. Now, for our third bonus, we're going to help you get more listings with our professional pre-listing information package. With all these seller leads that are coming in, we're going to show you how to use this easy way to customize pre-listing drop-off pieces that will have clients calling you to come list their home. This bonus alone is worth the investment in this course because one listing pays for everything. And this is my favorite bonus. Everyone loves hand-drawn sales videos. They work great on social media because they stop the viewer dead in their tracks and it forces them to pay attention. So over the years, we've created a total of 28 videos that will have buyer and sellers calling you after watching them. Now, they cost an average of $400 each to make. So that's a total of $11,200 if you were doing them for yourself. But you're not going to have to spend a penny because we're going to completely over-deliver and we're going to throw all these in this package today. So one last time, here's everything you're going to get. You're going to get our Agent to Rainmaker Masterclass that has a value of $4,997. You're going to get our Agent to Rainmaker video class that has a value of $997. You're also going to get our Agent to Rainmaker bot that will filter out all your leads so you're only working with the hottest ones that has a value of $997. You're going to get access to our Agent to Rainmaker social media calendar so you know how to target your audience and stay engaged with them and remains top of the mind awareness that has a value of $495. You're also going to get access to our Agent to Rainmaker team training portal that will help train your team members on how to convert transactions that will put money in your pocket like your personal ATM machine. You're also going to get access to our pre-listing drop-off piece that has a value of $495. And you're going to get all of our real estate whiteboard that will get leads for you on complete autopilot that has a value of $11,200. This brings the total real value of this offer to $21,175. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $21,175, but if I did charge you, it would be completely worth it because you're going to have a complete system to generate leads on demand and a complete blueprint to growing a team. Now, let me ask you a question. If all this did was help you finally learn how to get consistent leads into your business, earning you well over $100,000 per year for the rest of your life, would it be worth it? And what if, just like McDonald's, you had an entire franchise-like opportunity with your own very set of golden arches at your disposal? A complete step-by-step process to taking your real estate career to the next level. What would that be worth to you? Speaking of McDonald's, I want to put something into reality for you, just in case you're thinking that a McDonald's franchise owner is wealthy. According to Fox Business News, it costs $45,000 franchise fee, plus anywhere between $1.1 to $2.1 million just to open the doors. Now, as a franchise owner, you can expect to make an annual profit of roughly $150,000. Guys, it would take you 10 years just to break even on your investment. Not to mention being able to come up with $1 million to get going. This course can easily make any agent well over $150,000 a year. So I had two choices when pricing this out. Number one, I can go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible. But the problem with that is that I couldn't really stack on the value for you. So I decided to go with option two, which obviously requires a little higher investment on your side. But in exchange for that, we can dedicate more time, energy, and resources to help guarantee your success. Now, if you know that this is something that you like help on within your business, the next step is to book a call with my office. Even though it's worth every single penny, there is no way we would ever charge you $21,175. So we have a special deal for you if you book a call through the link that you see below. Now, after you book your call, you're going to receive a document that goes over some frequently asked questions, including the costs associated with achieving the same type of results that you've seen today. So life, it's all about choices. And today, there's no exception. You can choose to do nothing, or you can choose to take a leap of faith. Go to agenttorainmaker.com/book to book your call today. If you want to be a solo agent and you want to close more deals, we can help you do that. If you have a team or are thinking about developing one, then we can help you with that as well. This course is for every step in the process, step by step with easy to follow instructions. Now, if you're nervous about making a call and fear that you're going to get talked into something that you don't want, rest easy. I don't hire salespeople. This isn't sales. This is learning about you and where you're at right now, what has worked for you in the past and what has not. Together, we'll decide if the Agent to Rainmaker course and the A2R method is something that you should have in your arsenal. And if it seems natural for your next progression, we'll make you an offer on what it looks like to work together. If we feel that you're not a good fit, we simply will not offer you a spot. It's that simple. And even if we offer you a spot and you're in agreement, you're protected with our 30-day lead guarantee. We have plenty of social media proof to validate it works. But for some strange reason, if we're not able to help you get leads in your area, then we'll cancel everything and give your investment back. Sometimes in life, you just gotta roll the dice. And if you are uncomfortable right now, that's good. That means that you're on the right path. It's only when you are uncomfortable that you're growing. And when you're not uncomfortable, you're staying still. So if you want to move forward with your career, if you want to move forward with your life, if you want to make the type of income that you've always dreamed about, the next step is to open up a browser and type in agenttorainmaker.com/book. There, you're going to set a day for either myself or a certified coach on my staff to have a real, honest conversation. After booking your call, you're going to get a document that helps prepare you for that call and will answer some of the most frequently asked questions. If, after reviewing that document, if there's something that you completely disagree with, then simply cancel the call, no hard feelings. The next thing that I want to address is our support. We pride ourselves with superior customer service. I've been in enough programs that after I invested, I didn't have any channels to reach out to someone. I assure you that is not the case with this program. Hey, don't take my word for it. Hear what a few students had to say. Heather says, "Let me just say that this is the best support and customer service that I've seen. Not only did the chat online help when I was struggling, but Dwayne Roberts personally made sure that my bot was working. Thank you a million times. I can't wait to nurture the 8 leads that I've already received in the last few minutes while writing this." Castore said, "OMG, thank you so much for all your help. You are amazing." Suzetta said, "So I just became a member about 2 weeks ago. Each time I've had a question or concern, I have been outstanded and amazed by the service that I have received from Dwayne and his team. In my opinion, I think Dwayne can charge more just for this service alone. So excited. Thank you again, Dwayne and tech team." Tyone said, "Thank you for the speedy response to my question. You rock." So if you're sitting there confused and anxious about booking a call, please don't be. Some agents think that the reason they have to book a call to learn the price is that it's super expensive, but that is not the truth at all. The truth is, we don't let everyone in our system. It has to be the right fit for both of us. After learning about what you're currently doing and the phase of business that you're in right now, we'll either invite you into our program or make a recommendation. Either way, you win. By keeping our community with like-minded agents, we're able to dedicate our resources and help the right types of agents at the right time. Assad said, MDA is the best marketing platform for realtors. Dwayne Roberts is not just any other marketer, he is the beast, and I highly recommend working with him on MDA. Keita said, MDA shows you how to do social media without spending a dime in advertising. This marketing program is a game changer. Trina said, MDA has not only helped me get tons of leads fast, but also how to convert them. I definitely recommend that you make it the investment. And Pat Manali says, I have been in many facets of the housing industry in the last 30 years, and I've been selling for the last 19. I have never seen anything quite like this. After recently relocating to a brand new area, I was on the fast track and I needed something that would basically be life-changing. After trying many things and spending much stupid money, I was beginning to lose hope. This is when I came across one of Amanda Roberts' Facebook ads. At that time, my social media presence was lacking. And she goes on to say how this is the best thing that she has ever done. Hey, thanks everybody for attending the webinar. This is all the time that I have allotted today. Something that can help your business. All right, everybody, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone today because the information that you just got right now, that information can absolutely change your entire trajectory of your life, because there's only two things that you have to learn and master to crush this business. Not to barely get by in this business. I mean to crush it, to go on multiple vacations, to have multiple houses, to have multiple cars, to have all those dreams, hopes, and goals that you had in your life. It all revolves around one thing and one thing only: leads. You have to learn how to attract leads. Now, notice I used the word attract. I didn't say get leads. I said attract leads. There's a difference between getting a lead and attracting a lead. When someone has already made a decision that they may want to work with you, it makes the conversion process a lot better. Now, for those who don't know, my beautiful wife, Amanda, and I wrote a book called Lead Conversion Secrets. Inside this book, we talk about the secrets that took us 17 years to learn, and processes and systems. Some of it is covered in the presentation you just saw, but I'm giving away free copies of the book. So if you want a copy of my book, Lead Conversion Secrets, then in the comments, put the words free book. Just type in right now, free book, and then I'll give you the link that you need. All I ask is that you do cover the shipping and handling there, and that's more than fair, guys. I see a lot of calls coming in right now, a lot of bookings on my calendar. We get filled up very fast, guys. All right, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to book a call because I'm not sure that I can afford this. Listen, let me put your fears to rest, okay? We are extremely, extremely affordable. I haven't seen or had an agent at all look at what we had to offer and go, you guys have lost your mind, okay? You see the results that we get. You see the number of leads that people have got. You've seen the closings that people have got. And because of all of that, that's why we are a premier product. We are a premier coaching program, and we're not going to get you involved in something and just hope that you actually make it. We actually have group coaching sessions where you can go live with me or Amanda or a coach on my team, and we're going to help you get to that next level. Now, we are extremely selective on the types of agents that we accept. Okay. You have to have the right mindset. Okay. I don't care if you're a part-time agent, if you're wanting to go full-time, or if you're a full-time agent and you're just stuck and you want to get to the next level, you have got to be, my most important word, coachable. You have got to be coachable. There is a reason that you're on that side of the camera and I'm on this side, because I have done this for 17 years. Okay. And me and Amanda are the world's best when it comes to contracting and converting buyer and seller leads. And I say that in a position of confidence, not in a position of being cocky. The difference between the two is knowing which is which. We're the best. That's why we're training agents how to do what we've done. Leads want to do business with people that they know, they like, and they trust. If a lead is serious, if a buyer is serious, okay, they're online and they're looking at property. They're looking at realtor.com, they're looking at Zillow, and what happens every single time they see a property? They've got to put their contact information in. And then Realtor or Zillow is going to sell that contact information to up to 3 to 5 times. So they looked at 5 different properties. Heck, they've got 10 to 15 agents chasing them down. So by the time you get them on the phone, often the first words out of their mouth is not interested. We were just curious. Has anyone ever had that happen to them? If you're still on the live right now, or even if you're watching the replay, I'd love to know if that's happened to you. Have you ever called a lead and their first words out of their mouth was not interested or just curious? You see, in order to be successful in real estate, you have to understand one thing, at least if you're going to work leads. What you have to understand is they are going to say that. Your job does not start until, drum roll, boom, they give you an objection. That's when your job starts. But you've got to be a professional. Let me give you an analogy. If you were a heart surgeon, I promise you that before you cracked a chest, you didn't look at the nurse and go, hey, what artery is that? You know that. You went to medical school. You've practiced on cadavers over and over and over again until you have what's called myelin. Myelin means it happens and you don't even think about it. So as a professional, when someone says, I've got an agent, what do you say? When someone says, I was just curious, what do you say? When someone says, I'm not interested, what do you say? It's got to be programmed into your brain. Now, you can figure it out yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing that you can learn from Amanda or I that you cannot learn yourself. The only difference is you're going to speed up your learning phase. Listen, if I had to do it all over again and I had to write myself a book that I could travel back in time to give myself, I would give myself the A2R method and a copy of this darn book right here. Supplies are limited, so if you want a copy of this book, put in free book. Now, also, I'm going to be capping these calls. We don't accept everyone. I want to learn about you. I want to learn about what you've done, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what your goals, what your dreams, what your admirations are, what you're wanting to get out of real estate. And if things look like we could help you, and only if things look like we can help you. We don't offer programs and coaching to agents that we don't think is going to be a good fit. That's why we have such a high success rate of agents on our system, because we're very selective on the types of agents that we work with. You've got to have the right, most important mindset. And like I mentioned before, you have got to be coachable. All right. So I like to open up for some Q&A right now. Is there any questions that you guys have that is preventing you from booking a call with either me, my wife, a member of my team, so we can talk about what you've done in the past to see if the A2R method is something that we can incorporate in your business, to see if it's something that we can put into your tool belt going into 2021 so you can have the best year you've ever had in your entire life. So go ahead down in the comments right now, leave me a question that you're thinking about. If you haven't booked your call right now, look up above. You're going to see a link. Make sure that you book that call. Book that call. Let's jump on the phone. Let's learn about what you've been doing. Let's use some insight. And we're going to talk about the results that you can expect, how fast you can expect it, and the investment in yourself. The investment in yourselves. Now, Ollie said fear. That is a very common response, okay? If you're not uncomfortable you're not growing. I mentioned it in the presentation. You have got to be afraid. You have got to be uncomfortable. That is what makes you get to that next level. Let me give you an example, okay? And I illustrate this example just as an illustration only, not to brag, but it's applicable, okay? I want to increase my presence on YouTube. I'm good on YouTube, but I'm not the best. And we were taught years ago that if you want to be the best, the first thing you have to do is find somebody who is the best and get coached by them. Well, there is a guy online and he is the best when it comes to YouTube, but he charges $10,000 to learn to be the best. So I just dropped a check to that guy a couple of days ago. Do you think that made me uncomfortable? Even me, yes, it made me uncomfortable. I was telling Amanda, should we really do it? That's $10,000. Amanda's chiming in the background. Yes, he was. But I've learned that if I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not growing. So the only difference between me dropping 10 grand to learn how to do YouTube better and to be the world's best and you booking a call is this comfort level that you have in between your ears. See, your mind is not designed for you to get ahead. It's like, Dwayne, what are you talking about? So you think your brain is your brain, and it's not. Your brain has been evolved over years and years and years. And your brain is only designed for one thing and one thing alone: survival. Survival. So when you hear something, your brain is going to tell you things like, don't book the call. They're going to try to high pressure sales you, blah, 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 blah. But that's not true. The truth is we're trying to help. The truth is we have helped hundreds of agents. Our schedule is now open to help several more, but we do cap it. We don't bring on too many agents at one time because we want to make sure that you're successful. So right now, our enrollments are open. We are going to cap that probably by the end of this month for the next round of agents that we're able to help. I'm going to roll up my sleeve. Amanda's going to roll up her sleeves. We're going to dig in and we're going to give you every tool that you possibly need to become successful. We're going to teach you not only how to attract buyer and sellers, we're going to teach you the most important aspect, and that's actually converting them. All right, guys. So if you have any questions for me, now will be the time. I want to be respectful of your time. We do have about 10 people live on the call right now, which normally tells me that there's a question that you may be possibly thinking about. So whatever that question is, go ahead and put it in the comment right now. If it's a question that you want to talk about privately, book the call. We can answer that question for you while you're on that call. I want to make sure that every single person has received the answers to their questions before they get off this call. That is my commitment to you. That is my commitment to this industry, because I believe wholeheartedly that the industry is lacking the most fundamental thing, and that's education. Let me guys ask you a question right now. If you're still on this live, give me an answer to this question. Did real estate school properly prepare you on how to do this business? Yes or no? Did real estate school properly prepare you on how to do this business? Yes or no? Holly, absolutely, you could work in two different areas. Listen, and you don't have to be a rocket scientist in order to do this business, right? We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses, all right? Heck, one of my weaknesses is I can't spell. So if you see some of my documents, you're just going to forgive me because I misspell stuff. But you know what? I'm pretty darn smart. I might not be able to spell, and I might have a comma, and I might have a punctuation mark wrong, but darn it, I know how to convert leads. I know how to get darn transactions closed. I know how to do that darn much. Amanda put #truth. You don't know how many times I'm like, Amanda, how do you spell blah, blah, blah? Hey, she told me today, and I didn't think about using Alexa this way, but hey, ask Alexa how you spell something. I'm good to go, right? Awesome. So Amanda says we have a few spots available. Actually, I'm glad you said that. If you want to talk to Amanda directly, you're like, you want the softer side of Sears. You don't want to talk to this crazy guy, Dwayne. Then book a call with Amanda. She just put her calendar on the chat right now. Get about 15 minutes with Amanda. Let's learn about what you've done, what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to accomplish. And that way we can help you where you're at right now and get to that next level. Hey, Holly, Amanda said, Holly said she hears you laughing. That's hilarious. Guys, I'm jacked. I'm jacked. You know why I'm jacked? Because I love changing agents' lives. I love empowering them to give them the information and the tools that they need to get to the next level, no matter what that next level is. If you're watching this live or you're watching the replay and you're thinking to yourself, gosh, I just need to get consistent closing a transaction per month, we can help you. If you're already closing 2 or 3 transactions a month and you want to get to 5 to 10 transactions a month, we can help you. If you're ready to build a massive team of agents and sit back on your couch and make $10,000 by getting leads and farming them out to other information, we can help. As I mentioned before, if you want the fastest road to success, you have to find the world's best. And you're looking at it right here. I'm the world's best, baby. And my wife is as equal as I am. We know this business. We know how to attract and we know how to convert buyer and seller leads. Real estate has been so good to us. We have been able to literally have the lifestyle of our dreams. We take 4 to 6 vacations per year up until COVID. We didn't travel too much this last year, but hopefully that's going to change. As a matter of fact, I just told Amanda to call Carnival Cruise Lines right now and see if she can get us on our darn cruise. Okay. You didn't call them? Man, I told you.
I was working on next week.
Get Luciano on the phone. I want to go to the Caribbean. But everything that we've had is because of real estate. And we want to share that blessing with you. We're sick and tired of agents not really training brokers not training their agents. Because you want to know what they do? They teach you all the old school stuff. And I'm not saying that the old school stuff doesn't work, but I am saying it's not as effective as it was. You know what I'm talking about. Chamber meetings, sending out postcards, doing mailers, stuff like that. Those things don't work the way they did. According to the National Association of Realtors, 89% of all people start their home search online. Well, if that's the pond they're in, wouldn't it be a good idea to throw some bait out in that pond? We're going to teach you how to go out to FSBOs, move up buyers, divorcees, how to master YouTube. We're going to show you the things that your brokers not because they don't want to, because they can't. They are a broker because they're sitting back leveraging your closings. They're getting 15, 20%, or you're on a flat fee model, whatever business model they're in, they're making their money based off the number of agents that come into their organization. And I'm telling you right now, you can do the exact same thing without all the overhead if you get good in what I call the front end. What that means is when a lead comes in, you get really good and comfortable knowing exactly what to say, when to say it, to get these people over to a loan officer. And when the loan officer comes back and says, yeah, this person can actually buy, then you take that lead and you farm it out to somebody else for 50%. How many times per day can you do that? What if you sent 2 people per day to a loan officer? You spend an hour and a half, 2 hours having conversations with potential buyers. Obviously, we've proven to you you're going to get enough leads with our darn system. You send 2 people per day to a loan officer. That's 10 people for the week. That's 40 people for the month. Out of 40 people, let's say you get 7 to 10 of them that are actually approved to buy. And you chose not to work with those 7 to 10. You chose just to give those 7 to 10 to another agent at a 50% referral fee. And before you think you can't get 50%, I'm telling you right now, you get 50% all day long. If the average commission is $9,000, let me ask you, as an agent, are you willing to take $4,500? If I gave you a lead right now and say, hey, this guy's qualified, he's got MLS numbers picked out, I need you to go show about 4 or 5 houses, write an offer, I'm gonna pay you $4,500. Will you do it? Of course you will. Here's the point. You could choose to sit back, never go out and show real estate, and you can easily have 8 to 10 deals cooking on the books every single month that you're making money off like a broker without being a broker. And I don't care if you've been in this business for 1 week or 20 years. You just have to know those 2 skill sets to crush this business. I know I sound like a broken record. I'm trying to get it in your head. You have to learn how to attract buyer and seller leads, and you have to learn how to convert buyer and seller leads. Those are the only thing that matter. The rest of the stuff, it's 100% complete paper work. All right, guys. So unless I have any other questions, I am going to call it a wrap for tonight. I do see a bunch of calls coming in here. I'm not sure if our calendar is full at this point, but I look forward for those who have booked a call. Even if you're watching the replay right now, book a call. Get on my calendar, get on Amanda's calendar. Let's look about what you've done, where you want to be, and see if we have a strategy to help you get there, to help you meet and accomplish your dreams, your goals, and your hopes. Guys, this is Dwayne Roberts here, signing off for the night. On behalf of my wife and the marketing and conversion team, I want you guys to remember one thing. When things change, and they will, we learn, we adapt, and we overcome. Everyone have a great night.